Okay, I'm back, even though I didn't really go. I do find all these crossover outfits interesting, but I don't know, I'm a little disappointed with the one they gave Ryu, because I feel like Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins just... It doesn't really feel like a good Ryu costume, you know? I mean, I've never seen anyone actually wear the costume. They only wear it so they can get Ryu in his underwear, because that is an option with that costume. Oh, I just wanted an ass check. Why Ryu? But yeah, I've never seen anyone like seriously wear that costume. Oh, that's a stun. Darn it. Quit abusing my weaknesses. I have many of them for you to abuse. Alright, I just want full YOLO. That's the thing, you can't do 2 standing medium punches against a character with the 3-frame button, because Ryu does not have a good pressure tool. Even though Capcom has said he's supposed to be an up-close fighter, like, where's the logic in that? Like, either make him well-balanced, or make him a specialized character. You can't just not give him anything. What the heck was that? They just blew all their meter for pressure. Wait, wake up, Ryu, come on! Okay, no. Oh, I'm alive. Boys! I pressed the button at the best possible time. Holy bejeebus. Alright. Because I cannot react to that thing. When Laura just decides to do that, unless they've done it to me before, I am just not ready for that. So that guaranteed would have killed me. But I just so happened to stick out that crouching medium kick at the best time. Let's go. I keep not getting my Shoryukens. What is it with you and this fireball? I've never seen Allura use her electrical wave thingy as much as this. Why do I keep surviving these? Man, I hate it when that happens. They do a backdash or something and then they go back into the air. What the? Man, why didn't... Come here. No zap zap for you.
Final round. Fight.
I tried to backdash. Big ol' super. Nope. Just leave me alone. Just go away. Just stay away from me. I'll file a restraining order, okay? Get away. Get away. Oh crap. Oh crap. Whoa. Backdash.
You win.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about Laura's, but every time you're at low health, they always go for that EX command pad. Mainly because it's really fast and just comes out of nowhere. Whew. Not gonna lie, boys, a little scared there. You couldn't tell from the fact that I was running away. When Laura, when she's got full meter and V-trigger activated, you don't want to be anywhere near her. So I was just like, okay, just step back for a second, all right? I need my space. You're too clean. Laura's very clean, especially with Sean. She's always getting him in a headlock. Like she's the kind of sister that is like that jerk older brother, but isn't really a jerk, just kind of hits you all the time. And it's made even more awkward because she hardly ever wears any clothes. And, you know, if she's your sister, then that's just really awkward. Alright, Alex again. It's probably the same guy. It is. Head nuke. Smoldering head nuke. I'll give him credit. That is a cool name title combination. But a head nuke does not sound like something that's pleasant. That's probably what it feels like when you get hit with a hyper bomb.
Round one. Fight.
Hit him with the parry. I'm getting back in the parry groove. Oh, that was supposed to be a crouching knee kick for you. What was that? Well, it was a medium Tatsumaki, but you know. Oh, I tried to jump backwards. Uh-oh. Okay. That's a weird wake-up option. I'm not gonna question it, though. I mean, maybe I should question it. The lag! I got lag spiked. Why is it that the only moves Ryu has that cover a lot of ground are so slow? Nope! Oh crap. Yeah, he really loves doing that headbutt whenever I have the V trigger too. So it's like his favorite thing. Oh man, I'm so bad at punishing that move because it has way less block stun than I always think it does. Ow. Nope. Ow. I'm doing it. Wake up. Aw. I think I'm dead. I am. Okay. I went for it. It didn't pay off. It did not pay off. I was going for the hype, and instead I got sniped. I mean, I didn't get sniped, but it's the only thing that rhymed. And you guys know I like to make stupid dad rhymes, but it's hard to do that sometimes. Nope. Ow. I mean, he threw me off with the light. Ow. Whenever someone doesn't do a quick rise when I'm going for a shimmy, I just dash right back in and overhead. Is it a good idea? Maybe not, but it's worked every time I've done it, so maybe it is. Said it before, that's why you don't buffer into Tatsu, but then I keep on doing it, because I'm like, oh, he'll be standing, but then he won't be, and then I look like an idiot. Right, save the meter. Don't use it for a wimpy combo like that. Ah! 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 That didn't go well. Why would you jump after a grab? That's a weird thing to do. Every time you... That was weird. Oh man, I did an anti-air! Oh, hit him with the shimmy coup! It didn't kill him! Why didn't it kill him? You gotta be kidding me. I was like, this is it! And then it didn't. That's why I didn't do it earlier when I first landed that jumping combo, because it's a wimpy combo. Alright? Lights do not get you much damage in this game. But I figured since he had low health, it'd work out. But apparently not. I mean, it kind of did, because I still ended up winning, but you know, the super should have KO'd him. That should have been the finisher, alright? Ow. Darn it, I did another anti-air, but since it wasn't the light, it wasn't grab invincible. I still hate how that works. Okay. That's an option that is available to you. What? Why is he doing that as a wake-up option? That's the second time. Oh man, I had the right idea, but if I just waited like 2 frames to input my parry. He's not Balrog, he doesn't have the fast charge. Don't buff for Nitatsu, but I keep doing it. Alright, I'll use the super. Get the big boy damage. Whoa, that hit me. Oh man. Okay. Oh. Ah! Oh my gosh, that stung me. I should have seen that command grab coming though, because the last time he did a jump like that on my wake up, I did follow it with command grab. I'm so scared of anti-airing that now because all the other times he did the grab and my medium anti-air was just like, nope. That doesn't work. Come on. Come on, do it. Either one of them, I don't care. Oh, I do care, apparently. Ow! Why are none of my moves killing him? Ow! He did so many of those and I was so scared of them. That's why you should just have invincible anti-airs, reversals. That's the one thing that bugs me the most about it. It's not the fact that I can't do it on wake up, but the fact that I don't have a reliable anti-air against aerial grabs unless I use meter. That annoys me so much. It's like, I see them jump into the air, so I'm gonna do my anti-air. But if they do a grab, then I get grabbed instead of my anti-air hitting them. It aggravates me. The same thing happens with Vega's wall dive thing. You know, if he does the grab version of it, then it just eats my anti-air and I die. Come on. Those attacks should be counted as aerial attacks, but because it cheats the system, they're not, so you have to straight up guess that he's gonna do the grab one, and then you do the light uppercut. But since that has no invincibility to regular attacks, if you guess wrong, then you get hit by the normal attack if he does that one. Just fix it, please. Come on. It should be simple. You just change those types of attacks and make them count as aerial attacks. It sounds simple. And you know, they're in the air, so I feel like it wouldn't be that difficult. But whatever. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten snuffed because of that. And, you know, I wasn't about to go and parry that because the last game he did nothing but the command grab version whenever I had V-Trigger 2. Alright, Falk. What the heck is that outfit? No, seriously, what is that? I don't remember that ever being announced. What's going on here? Is that her swimsuit outfit? Because I don't remember seeing her get one. This is weird. I seriously, I never saw that anywhere.
Round one.
Yeah, I guess that is the swimsuit outfit. It's like a robe. That's really weird though. I never saw anything about that. Ow. Oh, okay. I was gonna combo in a Shoryuken, but she just died.
Round two. Fight.
Ow. And I keep getting my anti-air snuffed because of the stupid mechanics. It's the same thing with aerial projectiles. Despite the fact that that is indeed an attack done in the air, it doesn't count as an air attack, so you can't anti-air it unless you use meter. It's just really stupid. And I hate it. Just let me anti-air things, please. That's like the one thing I have. And they took it away.
Handle this.
Oh, wow. Pressure. Plus after many things.
You lose.
What is it that Neo Shadowloo wants? Like, they've never really explained that. They're just like, hey, these people are trying to recreate Shadowloo, but they don't like the old one, so what are their goals?
Round one. Fight.
We don't actually know that. What are their goals? Oh crap. That was too slow. Oh. Oh. Ow. Man.
Round 2. Fight.
Are you serious? It missed! Ryu, please. I did the heavy one, man. That was supposed to reach. Why do I keep losing because of my anti-airs? That should be something that helps me win. This is upsetting me, guys. I keep dying because of my anti-airs. I'm doing the right thing, but they keep killing me. I'm not gonna not do them. I mean, I have to. When I see the jump, I do the Shoryuken, alright? But when it screws me over because my opponent has a stupid dive kick that just makes them go directly downwards, then we're gonna have a problem. And I even saw that and I was like, oh, I should do the heavy for increased range, but it didn't work at all. Alright. Yeah, I keep getting matches really quickly, so I'm gonna have to do another cut, because again, the thing. But, you know, I'm gonna let you guys see the character first, so you know I'm not cheating or, you know, trying to bring out a match. Because I don't do that. I don't cut out matches. I just... Unless I find it unentertaining, because some of them are, some are just, I don't find them fun, and like whether I win or lose. But, you know, you guys know, I don't shy away from showing my losses. I mean, I had an entire episode where I did nothing but just die. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, a couple times when I tried to record me doing arcade mode, it would just cut at a very bad time. Because, you know, I wouldn't have to wait for in-between match times. No. He actually went for the V-trigger too, the bad one of Vega's already terrible V-triggers. Nope. I'm not gonna die to my anti-air this time. See, that's how it should work. Alright? That's how it should work. When I do an anti-air, it should land. Ow. I'm getting super sliced right now. Darn it. He's probably gonna... Oh, no, he's gonna mess up. Ah. The overhead. Vegas really love their overhead. I've never seen a character do as many overheads as Vega. Except for Colleen, because she does like 50 of them a match. Okay, I'm doing it. Hate Vega. Just like stupid buttons. That did a lot of damage. Man, I thought he'd go for a command grab. Maybe Vega does have an anti-air. You guys lying to me? I've always heard Vega doesn't have any anti-airs, but he anti-aired me. No, it wouldn't be you guys. Cause, I mean, I've never seen any of you guys talk about Vega other than how much he sucks. It's other people. I trust you guys. You've never told me a lie that I know of. I mean, I do feel like you do overplay me as a player. You know, I've seen some very nice compliments that I'm not sure I deserve all that, but I do appreciate it. Darn it. You waited so long to press that. What the? He just anti-aired me with this sweep! What the heck was that? Okay. Vega, you attacked the wrong direction there. I was not expecting him to jump again. Oh, I was still in the ending lag? Holy crap. Okay.
You lose.
Yeah. I'm telling you guys. The low tiers give me more trouble than any other characters in this game. It doesn't make any sense, but it seems that where all the low tiers have strengths, they're like the exact counter to Ryu's weaknesses, you know? Like they tend to all have really long range and ways around fireballs, you know, like Jury, Alex, and stuff. So, you know, they can pretty much destroy Ryu in the neutral, and of course they all have better pressure because Ryu's pressure is non-existent because he only has one +2 button, and it's the terrible combo button. Like, can they just fix that already? Why is he only +1 on his standing medium punch? Like Cammy, she's +3 after hers, or +2 at least. I don't know. I know she's more than +1. That's for her crouching medium punch. It aggravates me. Like, I said it before, but Capcom said they wanted to make Ryu a very aggressive character, but they give him no good aggressive tools. And so you think, okay, maybe they're still going to make him an evenly balanced character, but they don't give him any good tools at all. I don't know. It just, you either just make him have much better pressure or much better neutral, or maybe give him a little better or a decent amount better of both. Alright? You know, I'm not saying a lot better for both, because that'd be unfair. You know, Ryu, I generally prefer Ryu as a jack of all trades, so I prefer like bit better for both, because that's how Ryu's supposed to be. You know, Ryu's supposed to be the teaching character. You learn how you want to play through Ryu, and you either stick with them or you pick another character. But the thing is, Ryu's supposed to accommodate all playstyles. You know, that's why he has a good fireball and good pressure. You know, not a great fireball. He never has the best fireball, and he never has the best pressure. And he does have good neutral, but he doesn't have the best neutral. Because there's characters that are more specified for that, and Ryu's supposed to help you find which character you want or stick with the jack of all trades. But he's not like that in this game because he just sucks. I don't know. I'm getting all complaining again. I do think though that Ryu should be a jack of all trades character, because you know that's how he was in the previous games. But not only that, but in every fighting game or like every game in general, the main character is always the evenly balanced character. You know, he doesn't have any weaknesses, but he doesn't excel at anything, and that's how a main character should be, because they're the first character you see when you pick up the game. You know, they're the player one spot. Ryu's even on the cover for the original game, which I'm glad I got the game when I did for that original cover, because I think it looks better. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Akuma, but having Ryu on the front cover, he's the protagonist. He should be the character on the front cover. He's the main character. But, you know, it makes sense that the main character would be the one that most people could learn stuff from, because, you know, again, he's the first character you'd see. Okay, this guy doesn't want to throw fireballs. Aw, man. I was expecting another standing hard kick, because he seems to like doing that. Boy, you're not going to hit me with throw loops, okay? Yeah, you're making fun of me at this point. Alright, I went a little nuts there, I'm not going to lie. But I wasn't expecting him to just sit there and do nothing while his rock that appears out in thin air was landing. He really likes that standing hard kick. It's -4 though, so I'm gonna start taking advantage of that. Oh, I forgot that was plus. The EX version is plus. I stuck a little jab in there and it, yeah. That's why you gotta remember the frame data. I'd say Cody's still a new character, but he's been out too long for me to say that. This is no excuse. I forgot. If anything, I should have done an EX in there for maximum craziness. Come on, man, give me the rematch. You can't do. Okay, he did. He did. I feel like once you're at Grandmaster, do the points even matter at that point? Like, seriously, are you still going to be so worried about your points when losing 500 won't do anything? Like, come on. Give me the rematch. I need that rematch. Because I need to learn from my mistakes, and I can't do that if you're just like, nope. I hate it when people do that. It aggravates me. Alright. So that's a Laura again. And it's the same one from before. Alright, I'm going to take a mental note that when my health is low, I should expect the EX command grab. That's just, I don't know if they're still gonna do it, but I'm gonna try and be ready for it, because that's always something I forget about, because I don't fight Lauras too often.
Round one. Fight.
Ooh. Crush counter. Ah, my parry. Why is this being in their favor because they're whiffing their attack? It should be the other way around. Lady, you better stay away from me. Elbow her in the face.
Round 2. Fight.
Ow! She returned the favor of the elbow. Oh, I thought they were gonna do a command grab. Ow! I'm very scared of the command grab. I've been command grabbed a lot by Wars, especially after jabs and block strings. So I'm gonna throw that out there. Okay, goodbye. Oh man, I tried to Tatsu over it. Man, I always hate it when Laura's standing medium punch does that. Not only is it a good anti-air for forward moves, but half the time it'll move around away for your cross-up, so then you just miss, and you're screwed. It's so aggravating. Because it misses, and I'm like, oh, I'll be able to hit her, but then my attack misses. And then I just get flabbergasted.
Round 1.
I hate how good one-button anti-airs are in this game. It's so aggravating. Zero risk, large reward. Why would you charge that after my solar plexus? Why would you leave yourself open like that? I mean, maybe they knew I was gonna do the thing, but still. Oh, that didn't work. What the? Darn it, man. Every time it's the jabs and the grabs, it's so scary. That's how people always get you when you have low health. They get up close, they'll hit you with the jab, they'll walk forward, either do a shimmy or grab you. And I don't like it. Okay. I almost made a comeback there, but Laura. I'm still not over that. Why would you charge a very slow move when I'm only -2? Like, I mean, I know I'm minus, but that's like, you know, that's medium time, not super long, like 100 frame charge time or what. I don't know. Alright. I might be able to make another 2-parter just like last time, because I'm getting a lot of matches. That'd be cool. I like making the two-parters. Gives me an excuse to do some sort of stupid transition thing. If you guys haven't noticed, whenever I do a next time or previously, the thing that happened was not actually in the last or next episode. I mean, I'm sure you guys noticed. I don't know why I think that's so funny. I need to make the super video because if you guys remember the video I did with Guile where I made his super look really lame. I thought about doing that with all the other characters too, and I just haven't gotten around to doing it. I want to do that because I think it'd be funny. Alright, this guy's scary because he's throwing out several jabs. Ow! He's not giving me a break with these projectiles. Whose projectiles are better? Sagat's or Guile's? I've heard a lot of people say Sagat. Wow, he just jumped in right off the bat. I was not expecting that. Come here! I'm grabbing you, Guile. You've avoided too many of them. Alright, this guy, he is a Guile player. He is the classic Guile. This is, like, these are the Guiles that I have a bit of respect for. You know, not the ones that just throw a million sonic booms, but the ones that'll just stare at you. And you can't really see his glare because he's wearing sunglasses, but just the ones put the fear of the booms in you. You know, not just the ones that boom you, but the ones that make you scared of it. So I'm gonna throw the fireball since he's not doing that. So I'll make up for it. I'll throw him for the both of us. I still don't know if Guile's bazooka knee is plus or not. Because, like, I feel like I've heard that it isn't, but every time I try and press a button, it gets beaten. So I'm very conflicted about that. Now this guy is going ham. Alright, this is probably the best Guile I've ever fought, actually. And he's dressed up like Waluigi. Again with the jump at the start. Why is my EX Shore you can have to cover no distance whatsoever? Alright. He's throwing so many of them now. That went under my standing hard punch. When he did that sweep, that's something I always forget Guile can do after a throw attack. He can do a sweep, and if I do a standing hard punch, I just get screwed. Because Ryu's standing hard punch does not have any lower hitbox whatsoever. Like, it makes sense. Yeah, it's a straightforward punch. You know, it's a cross. So, it's not really gonna hit anything below you, but I'm not gonna say that it doesn't annoy me. Yeah, that actually was a good Guile. Because, you know, most of the time, when you fight Guile, he's kind of just carried by the booms. But that guy actually, he was pretty good. He made me scared of them by not throwing them. Isn't that weird how that works? By not doing something, you somehow make them scared that you're going to do it. Like, I'm significantly less scared of the guys that throw several booms, because that guy was doing them at smart times. That was a big brain guy. I very rarely compliment Giles, because there's rarely anything to compliment about Giles. Like, I fought some Giles that were diamonds, and they straight up did an invincible reversal on every single wake up. Like, there are two types of Giles, you know. There are the ones that you know got carried, and there are the ones that are actually good. And the ones that are actually good are terrifying because Guile alone is a very good character. So when you have someone who's very good at a very good character, then there's no chance. There is no chance of victory unless you are also very good at another very good character. Which, I don't know if I'd say I'm very good, and I'm definitely not playing a very good character. So, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh wow, that knocked him out. I wasn't expecting it.
Round 2. Fight.
Ow. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay. I was gonna hold my excitement until I knew it KO'd him, because I wasn't gonna have another pop off like last time where it was like, yeah, aww. There's nothing worse than having your opponent at very little health and hit him with a super and it doesn't KO them by like a pixel, because then it's like, well, now I can't hit him with the cool finisher. Makes me sad.
Round 1.
Alright.
Fight.
Why is everybody respecting my -2 moves right now? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, this probably isn't going to knock him out, no. But I got the damage. And I knew he was going to do that. It's very rare that you land that move, but when you do, it's always a really good call out. That crouching hard punch went right under my standing hard kick. Alright. Oh, that hit him. Ow. Okay. Don't even need the super. The Shoryuken! Alright. Sorry to deny you the rank, my dude, but... well... I don't go easy on people, so... yeah. That's the thing. You know, I take Ryu's advice from Street Fighter 4. And just, no matter the situation, I give it my all. It was really cool, though, to hear that line voice acted in Smash. Because, you know, that it was always just text in Street Fighter 4, but to hear the voice actor actually be like, "Give it your all!" in Smash, that was cool. That's one thing Smash will always have over a lot of other fighting games, is that their victory quotes are spoken and not just text. Now, to be fair, there isn't like a unique one per character, but still, it's fun to hear quotes that have never been said before actually spoken. Like, in the trailer for Ryu in Smash, he actually did say the classic, "You must defeat my Shoryuken to stand a chance." I don't know if Ryu's ever said that before in one of the games, because, you know, it was his victory quote in Street Fighter 2, or, you know, Shang Long, the mistranslation. But, you know, it was cool to hear that. Alright, Karen. Very pink. Very pink. There's a lot of pink. No, not just the outfit, the hair. Even her eyes are a different color. They're red. Because I'm pretty sure she has blue eyes, normally. Because, like, every blonde character in Street Fighter has blue eyes. Except for Ken, but even then, he's not a natural blonde, so he doesn't count. Ow! Alright. The bait. I whiffed that standing hard kick. There's some situations where I always like to bait people out with the V-trigger too. Ow. This person likes the grabs. Ah. My fireball didn't come out after my crouching hard punch. I did hesitate because I didn't want to get the super on accident. Oof. Right into the solar plexus! Both Ryu's attack and her walking right into it. Darn Karen in your conversions. It's so unsafe to throw any button. Break her collarbone. First you break her solar plexus, now the collarbone. Jeez, Ryu. She's just a snobby rich lady. Well, to be fair, she's a snobby rich lady with years of martial arts training, so I guess I shouldn't feel too bad. She's not just a snobby rich lady, she's a snobby, cocky rich lady. So, you know, I don't... Oh! There! Out! Did you see that? No hesitation. Ryu was so right about Karen. She just never hesitates with anything. Because if you don't know, his win quote is, "You strike without hesitation. That is your strength." And I've made the joke that they never hesitate to mash on the standing hard kick, because that's a good move. But, man, I love how insightful Ryu's victory quotes are on not just the character, but the people who play them. Like I've said it before with Abigail, Ryu's quote is, "If judging by the force behind your punches, you're the strongest opponent I've yet faced, but you lack any discipline whatsoever." That's so true to Abigail players, man. He's a ridiculously powerful character, but they're all stupid, except for the few that aren't. Alright, I really do need to do the cut match thing again. I keep getting matches too quickly, and I'm not expecting it. Alright. No, alright, Minot. Oh, it's Cat Minot.